So jack of all trades or trying to master something is one thing that's really close to me. I can do lots of things, but one thing that I'm not good at in business is accounting. When it gets to accounting, and it's such an important aspect in your business. And so yeah, accountants, thank you. I want to ask you some advice, especially regarding the renewable energy. So if I think it depends from homeowners to business owners to industrial and to commercial, everything. But renewable energy, where does it fall? And when does it fall where? I think it can be quite complicated. I see it, if you do it right, I see it as an investment. You invest your money into a system that it can produce for you, that you can save and even generate. That's where we're moving now. And if you don't do it right, it can become liability. I don't know all these terms. A liability, it can cost you money. It's not producing because you didn't do it right. So my thing about what I try to say to the consumers is really think about it, what this is going to fall under on your portfolio or on your accountant or whatever. You spend a lot of money. So if you do an investment, I'm also not very good with investments, but I know a few things, and I know, you get high risk, high reward, low risk, low rewards, but over time, it does pay. And that's how solar energy works. If you don't take away the risks that's involved with solar, you are going to be surprised. That thing, it's going to just cost you money. We see it quite a lot now. I'm going to do a few videos of what is happening in the market. How does the systems look? And not all systems. There's some brilliant guys, and they sent me the pictures, and I will keep on posting it just to make you aware. Why do you have to pay someone to come do analysis of your electricity? If you don't do that, you cannot thumbsuck. Go to Facebook Marketplace or Facebook, or even an advertisement that says 8 kilowatt system, 2 batteries, 10 panels. You don't know if it's going to work for you. So first of all, you have to do it. And then on the financial guy. So my father was a financial advisor for, I think it was close to 50 years. So I grew up with that, and I was also involved with it for a while. And I learned quite a lot of things from him. He worked for one company and one company only. It was not what do they call it, a marketer. He worked for a specific company, Sanlam. For years. And every time the people will come to him and they will tell him about this and that, and he just stuck to it, and he advised these people. And they have to write exams and sign and everything, and they have to disclose everything, all the risks to the customer. You can decide this or this or this or this or this as this risk or this risk. So in solar energy, it's exactly the same. If your installer doesn't include all the risks for you, it's very dangerous, because then he doesn't take it into account. He just wants to put in the system, and I think at some point they are gonna help reliable. To mitigate all the risks will cost you money. That will cost you more. It will not let you have returns straight away. And that's the thing, high risk, high rewards. If you don't eliminate the risk, if you don't mitigate the risks, you will end up, it will look for you from the start, it will look like you get returns. You don't have to spend that much money on Eskom and everything, but you will deplete your batteries. There's no safety. There's fire risks involved. There's so many factors. You cannot just look at the inverter, the battery, and the panels. What inverter, what battery, what panels. You have to look at the whole thing. And that's one thing that I tried to get to the insurance companies as well. We spoke to them. And all the consumables falls under one thing and the labor falls on, but it's not specified. So there's lots of, like one breaker can cost you, and there's a discussion on breakers and everything on the AC side, but it's on the DC side as well. The one customer will put Schneider on, the other one will put, let's talk about it, let's put Shint on. The other one will put AC/DC breaker on. The other one will do this. The other one, they will reduce the, try to save there. NC4 connectors, your earthing, your this. There's so many other aspects. Just and we see it quite a lot. Even just a normal crimping. Does he have a crimping tool? So on the consumable side, there's so many things that they can save money on. Just on wiring, what type of wiring? How does he put the trunking? How did he bring it into your roof? Is it? You don't want to get the wires inside your ceiling. Speak about it, because those things have risks involved. So if you want to mitigate the risk so that your investment will pay for you, you have to mitigate that. Put other features in. A COC is fine. That's fine. That's got a certain type of, you have to do it like this and this and this, and that's fine, but it doesn't stop there. You have to make your system as safe as possible, that your maintenance can be done easily. If there's somebody coming to your roof and you have to paint your roof, are you going to phone your installer again and tell them, listen, I'm going to paint my roof. Will you please come and just take the panels off for 1 or 2 days and just put it back on? Or are you going to give it to the contractor, that you take the guy from the streets and you bought a few buckets of paint and he's going to paint it and he's going to make it, and there you will get your problems. He doesn't know how to disconnect it. He will pull it apart and push it in, and all these things will become risks. So maintenance, have a good relationship with your installer. Rent to own. I see it quite a lot now. So you go through the banks, they will give you somebody. It will work, but we know friends of friends and friends, and they do get the job, and you will get a COC certificate and you can put it in your insurance. But you don't want to go that route where if something happens, then your house burned down. Do you really want to get that? No, you don't. Nobody wants it. You can never win when something is burning. But yeah, so mitigate all the risk is so important, because it is an investment. If it's a liability, I think what they call it, hey man, go ahead. If it burns, it burns. If it just works for 1 week, it works for 1 week. But get a generator then. Don't spend money on renewable energy. Do it right.